Second try. You know, all of you have the one teacher that you'll never forget. Well, I had that teacher. Her name sign was the I hand shape close to the chin. And a name sign is a sign that represents somebody's name. Well, I was probably in about 3rd or 4th grade, 9 or 10, and she was just so short. I could stand up and look her directly in the eye. When I think back, I think she was a midget. She had these long, curly hair, and she would take it and she would stack it up and to add some height to her head. And at her desk, she had a special wooden stool that she would sit on, and when she sit on it, her feet would dangle off. She would use a special stool again when she used the chalkboard. She would, without the chalkboard, she would try to look over the chalk ledge, and she would say, "I can't see." But when she got her stool, she could see much better. To write on the board, she had this wooden stick that you could put chalk in, and she would just write, but we weren't allowed to touch her stick. That was against the rules. Well, I remember one morning she came to school early and she filled her board up and wrote, and then she pulled a blind down so we couldn't see. When we all came into class, she sat us around the blackboard and pulled up the blind and went through word by word, explaining everything, and she looked at us and asked us if we understood. And once we told her we didn't, she put it into ASL. I never thought about it. Of using ASL to teach English. But when it was when we were all done with the chalkboard, using an eraser was against the rules. We'd have to use a wet rag. We did this because the dust would give my teacher a headache all afternoon. She would then have to ask us to please go and stand behind her and rub her temples. And this would help her relax, and she'd just count and try to relax her head. And then she'd thank us, and we'd go sit back down, and then she would ask another one, and that's how it'd go all around the room. Until one day, somebody would finally massage, and it would feel so much better. One time, I remember, she left the classroom, and all of us decided we would be really silly. We thought it would be fun to play peekaboo and scream. And we thought she was coming, so we all screamed and ran back to our seats. And when the teacher walked in, she said, "I know you were playing." And we asked her, "How'd you know we were playing?" And she said, "I heard you." Oh, we realized we were caught and couldn't get away with that anymore. Oh, but we learned so much for her, and she taught us so much. She was a wonderful teacher, and I will never forget her.